What's going on, buddy? Soliaka here, and this is going to be the body cams from Sergeant Anderson. And this is going to probably be a 3 or 4-parter. These videos are pretty long. These are the body cams from the Titusville incident when I got trespassed. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I'm going to get out of here. Soliaka, deuces. We just, you have to kind of let people know about, whether it's government officials, police, or just the public, that we have rights in America, and that's what it's about. It's about education.
As long as he has that fishing pole in his hand and he says he's going fishing, he can carry a firearm on him.
Okay.
An open firearm?
Open carry firearm.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Nobody has gotten this shit, and it's just getting so beyond, it's not getting safe. Well, if you could explain to Mr. McDuffie over here that is a complete legal right. I'm living the dream, bro. Living the dream, man.
Is somewhat true, but
well, the problem is that how do you know that
open carrying without fishing?
Well, how do you know?
Well,
I didn't talk to anybody yesterday.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Unfortunately,
is this your all's group over here, or is that your?
I'm not myself. But as you can probably tell, I don't like arguing just for the sake of arguing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering what the end game is, because I know what's going on with this right here today. But
do you know what happened this weekend?
No, I don't.
I got trespassed from the park here.
Yeah.
We actually weren't working this weekend. Yeah, I get you, but it's the same department. Got trespassed from the park and said, when I talked to this guy over here, apparently he pulled my name up in David or Elvis there, and I go after him.
And Elvis?
Yeah, Davis. It's just one of the databases. I don't know if you guys use it.
We don't use Elvis. That's why you say Elvis. I'm going.
Yeah, they use it more up north. But he apparently pulled my name and information on there because I was trying to do some anonymous complaints, and a guy that was 20 years on the job lost his job because he did that. Is there really? Thank you, sir. But no, the end game is ultimately to have people respect.
Are you here with him?
No, I'm not here with him.
Okay.
The end game for me, when I film, I came down to film because I went to the police department the other day. I was looking at the chairs in the back of the PD, and they got all pretty much. There's like 10 or 15 chairs in the back. I'm like, why am I throwing those away? Lieutenant Little's like, yeah, it was either him or another lieutenant. It was like.
Yeah, probably different lieutenant. I don't think he was working over the
weekend. He's like, yeah, all the chairs are broken. I'm like, oh yeah, this can be. It's just it's a chicken shit little video.
Yeah, I say they're all tore up and shredded, and they're not professional looking, so we replace them, or they fall off,
we don't
fall apart
with our belts either.
Yeah.
So Deputy Chief, is this guy coming down here and throw his weight around? Because he. So anyway, long story short, Deputy Chief,
absolutely,
Deputy Chief, whatever. Starts ready for war.
Yeah.
Deputy Chief, what's his name?
Hutchison.
Hutchison, that's it. Comes out and threatens to put me in jail because I was filming the chairs.
So let me ask you, what's going on in the country right now?
There's a lot of stuff.
What's going on for law enforcement in the country right now?
1990s were the worst years. The crime rate, if you look at the OCR stats.
I'm not talking about crime rate. What's going on right now, the past week and a half? What's going on with law enforcement right now?
Law enforcement officers are being too aggressive, violating people's rights, stepping on people's necks, killing them.
And law enforcement officers are being shot and killed, stabbed in the neck. They're having riots going on. People are burning down police departments. So, do you think that law enforcement has a right or a need to make sure that the department is secure?
Most of the departments, the department's secure. But when the first one came to me and he says, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm just filming, checking this stuff out here. Thanks. Do you need anything? Nope, good." Next officer comes around there and he's like, "Hey, I'm not detained. Just trying to see what's going on." Yeah, cool. That's good, but when the snake's head, the head of your second head of your department comes out, let me finish, and starts threatening to arrest people.
Okay.
That's the problem. It comes head down because I don't know if you think like that now.
Okay. So, let me ask you, do you work anywhere?
I do.
You do? Where do you work at?
I don't give that out.
Okay.
Yeah. He's already pulled my information.
I'm asking because you're talking about a snake's head, right?
Yes.
So you're already saying I'm a serpent, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So you work somewhere, correct?
I work for myself.
Do you work for yourself? You own your own company?
I'm the head of the snake.
You are the head of the snake.
Yep.
Does everybody that you work for think just like you do?
They sure do.
They absolutely do?
Like-minded. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, so you don't have diversity in your workforce?
I do have diversity, but the diversity, if you're talking about diversity of ethnicity, or you're talking about diversity of like-minded because we have a mission to carry out, just like you have a mission to carry out.
Fish to each other.
I mean, that's it. Your goal is to stop crime, prevent crime, which doesn't really happen, but then also out there and patrol and make people feel safe.
Okay.
That's your 4 or 5 different missions. But like I said, with Lieutenant Little, when he calls out, you know, I haven't given him my first name, but he comes out and he's like, hey, how's it doing?
Okay. Well, are you the one I talked to that called when I was trying to find a child?
No,
An
I was
8-year-old
not.
child?
No,
that was not you. Was it related to you?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I think I spoke to you Monday
About what?
about an 8-year-old child being missing.
Oh yeah, you were calling up wanting all kinds of information. I told you, see your lawyer, you had him on file, man. You could just call him up and ask him about it.
I already knew about I could be here.
Because see, here's part of the thing is, you're doing all this stuff. We have jobs to protect people, and we had somebody calling up, I think, about your incident.
No, it was
and while I'm trying to find a missing child.
Was it a gun
And-
incident or like a recording incident?
They were talking about being trespassed from parks and campings and.
That wasn't me.
Okay.
I just filmed.
But so see, look, I love you getting the message out, but you got to understand too, we have a job we have to do, and sometimes if you're trying to bait us into things, you're taking an officer. This is baiting us
He's
right
got a
here.
fishing pole in the water and he's out here just expressing rights.
I understand,
So-
but
so-
you have 3 people over here filming it,
So,
right?
so there's an idiom. It's called stupid fish take stupid bait. You know it's a bait then
Right.
why are you out here?
Because we got an anonymous call of somebody in the park with a gun, and wouldn't you think the police officer should check that out?
Yes, and then when you come up here,
Yeah.
when you come up here, you can check it out. And then we got Lieutenant Little, he's coming up. He don't like me, I already knows. He's already does his research on me, even though I try to keep my public records request anonymous and do all that. So he's probably pulled me up in your database there, which doing that search. You got to be careful because FDLE goes after that, and that's what I'm telling you. If you run a hot news reporter, I got 3 officers out of this place, not here, but another place, because they searched the address, the phone numbers, and all this because of a hot Jacksonville news reporter. And that's
What do you mean a hot Jack?
Like some female that's on TV.
Oh, she was good looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's inappropriate. Absolutely.
Yes. So even with me, if I'm trying to file an anonymous complaint, and then him coming down here and throwing that out there like that intimidation thing. Hey, first name, how's it going? And I never give my name. I gave my alias that I always go talk to, because that way I don't have any issues by officers driving by my house like they have. And sure enough, he searched me on some database for whatever reason. They would like to remain anonymous. That's what I go after that with FDA. Okay, I stay on that until it's over. Because I don't want you. I would like me if I pull your information up and start looking in your background and your personal stuff that has nothing to do with law enforcement related. I'm out here just trying to get them express a right, and then you have a prior restraint is what it's called. The court's called a prior restraint, making me feel like I can't come out here and record, and that's actually.
And nobody has stopped you from recording,
He's
right?
making me feel that way.
Has he asked you to stop recording?
He's making me feel that way. It doesn't have to ask me to stop. It has simply. You know about prior restraint, right? You know what has the elements of prior restraint are, right? Just have to have a feeling that this guy in this car doesn't want me to be here recording.
What makes you give that basis?
I just told you about that.
Because I can say that I feel like you don't want me to be here recording,
No, you
but I
can
don't
be
know. But I don't know. If that's just an assumption you're making on somebody
You're
else,
perfectly
right?
fine to be here. He's perfectly fine to be
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I gave it to Gibbons a little bit, and I had a bad day with you guys there, and I realized him and Corporal, what's the guy's name? Corporal Nelson. He's what you talked earlier? Yeah, are seemingly really level-headed and nice people.
Right,
So
good.
I gave him a little bit, so it's unfortunate that.
But why would you start off giving it to him? I'm just having a dialogue with you. I'm just trying to.
I'll have to review it because I was just scared with one of the right ones.
No, but what I'm saying is, no. I said, why? You said you were giving it to him a little. What do you mean?
He was asking me some questions, and I'll have to review what I said and how I said it, and I can give you a better answer.
But kind of.
Usually my response is indicative of a response that I get.
But I know, but when you say you were giving it to him a little, what do you mean by that?
It's a joke that to give. So got it.
Oh, okay. You weren't giving it to him. You're saying you're just using a word. Okay, I
He's
got
got
it.
it a little bit. All right.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I thought you were saying like you were giving it to him. So I'm like, oh, what do you mean like you were giving it to him? What was that? Okay. I go. What do you mean by you're giving it to him?
Go.
Yeah, I'm going. What? Well, no, because it kind of sounded like you were being like I was just trying to I was
Instigating.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to say. Oh, why would you do that to him? But
You better if I said you was really giving it to me.
I don't. Well, no, because my next question would be, well, why would you just do that though? Why don't people just like you and I are having just a conversation, right? We're not antagonizing each other, and I wish people would just do that.
I do
you
too.
know?
You, I'm gonna include you with the corporal, you and him, but him, I don't think so.
Well, so okay, you talk about baiting things, right? And there's a stupid fish who go after stupid bait. Maybe I'm paraphrasing you wrong.
I'm not saying you're stupid.
No, I don't. I get that. Look, I get sarcasm. I can take feelings. I like just real dialogue. All right.
Absolutely.
Because two individuals that truly don't mean any harm to each other should be able to have open dialogue without things being twisted and manipulated, anything like that. So here's what I would say. One thing, and I think it's on the part of everybody,
Right.
whether it be law enforcement
Yeah.
or it goes to the general public. And I'm pointing towards you, but anybody in the public.
I don't take offense.
Yeah, a good open dialogue is a great thing, and unfortunately, sometimes people on our end, yeah, absolutely, will come up and they'll kind of be a little guarded.
Yes.
And sometimes the community, when we're talking to them, comes up a little guarded
That's
or
right.
on edge.
Sure.
And I think it takes both sides. I shouldn't. I say both sides because it's easier to comprehend, but it
Yes.
shouldn't be sides.
It should be sides.
All right. We are
You live in a
people.
home. I live in a home. We drive cars. We got all that.
I agree. At the end of the day, this uniform comes off, and I'm a citizen just like you are, right?
I beg to differ, gentlemen. I just bought a pair of primo Bob Ross boxers. None of y'all got it.
I don't have those, no.
So you don't got it.
Bob Ross boxers. So
Yeah,
I
Bob Ross boxers. I had to have them. I
this
was in the
in
mall
here. Yeah,
yesterday.
so 3 times now. I've heard.
No, not that one. I got the one that says everybody needs a little friend, and he's holding a squirrel in his
Knock on any doors,
hand.
didn't pick up the phone, just did a little circle. And a Hispanic officer with a thin mustache around midnight, he detained me and the sergeant that was there. There was, I get the names mixed up. I don't know if there's a Sergeant Wise that works at night or Weiss, I don't know. There's a sergeant. They detained me, and then I was like, well, I'm just standing here looking at the police department because you guys had a scooter ordinance, not a scooter ordinance, you had a scooter banner that prohibited scooters. I like that. My electric scooter. That prohibited them. It was on the website. They prohibited it in Florida statutes, and you can't ride them in the city of St. Augustine. We had the ordinance. So I looked up at the public register list of all the people that got cited for it, and I was like, wow, these people paid this tickets even though it was bogus. It was, you can't write a ticket for it.
On that in Titusville?
Yeah, you can't write that. There's a House Bill 435 that allows those to.
Sorry, I'd have to listen to that as well.
I'm pretty in tune to it. So
Okay.
there's a House Bill 435 that allows those to operate just like bicycles. But you guys were writing tickets for those, and people were paying and not knowing, so they're getting 100.
What was the statute that they were writing on? The reason I ask is it there a possibility that it's under the where people were, well, or that people were utilizing electric bicycles without the pedals on them and utilizing them as scooters on the roadway, as motorized vehicles on the roadway?
You can ride those on the roadway. So yes.
Right. What I'm
what-
saying
that's
is
what it
people were taking the electric bicycles that have the
Like a
pedals
moped.
on, and they're taking them off,
Yes.
making them to where they're no longer a bicycle. They're just an electric vehicle on
No,
the roadway.
these were-
And those we have written for, because now you're defeating what the law intends it for. A bicycle has to be able to be pedaled.
Yes.
If you're taking that away
Right.
and doing it electric, now you have an electric motor vehicle on the roadway, and people have done that. And I will tell you, yes, those have been written. But
Yeah, but the electric bicycles that are made now, some of them don't have pedals on them. They're just a two wheels on
on the
the
bicycles,
bike and fixed base.
and they're doing that under a.
House Bill 435.
I'll take a look at
It's
that.
either 453 or 435. We get them mixed up.
I will tell you, I've never written that,
Yeah.
so I really,
Yeah,
you know.
so I came down here to check that to see, because it has lights. I put a light on the back right there to see if I would get stopped. If you want to call it baiting, I just wanted to check, make sure I get baited, and then educate. So I did, and I got detained for being by the police department there and accused of being unlawful on the property or whatever that business is behind me that you guys have. I was like,
Oh, okay, yeah,
I
that's
was
all-
never on there, and I said it's an open area anyway. There's no prohibition here. It's a quasi-public parking lot. I wasn't on there, but I got detained. And then what happened after I got that period of detainment there? It was like, I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes or so. I said, well, I'm gonna just hang out here and finish my video and do that. He's like, no, you're not. You're not gonna go here. So I stepped on the sidewalk, and he says, you can't stop right there. And I'm like, why can't? Not on the sidewalk, but on the median. He said, you can't stop right there. I said, well, right now I'm not stopped. I'm standing. I'm standing on a vehicle. And he said to me, he's like, well, you can't do that. You need to you can go down there by the PD. Just again, going after me with it. When there was no lawful authority to do so. Because if there's no sidewalk, I can be on the median. I can be on the side. There's no signs prohibiting me.
I have to take a look at it.
No,
Yeah.
That's pretty
I got you.
accurate to what happened. And then I came down again because I wanted to come see if you guys were doing the same thing. I'm being like that. And sure enough, you were. Second time, and then I heard that some guy got trespassed here this weekend for open carrying and fishing, and so that's what happened. And now we have this gentleman down here. So I saw this.
So what kind of Zoom is that?
But anyway,
You just happen to see it, or?
yeah, just come there, check everything out.
Oh, I see no lens. Like, is it almost like you're
See
like
that
on
he's
their
fishing right
faces?
now. Looks like it is.
All right.
No, that one.
Well,
He had it right there.
so I will tell you what I hope we see. I hope we see that, like this dialogue we're having. I like good dialogue.
Yep.
And I hope we see that people try to work with us and not try to look at it and go, hey, look what they're doing wrong. I will tell you, I think that... Hello? Hang on, let me just take this for a second. Hello? Hey.
You can't get him. He's good.
The one where we got him between 3rd and 4th? Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, Johnny Suarez. Shoot, April or May? What May? Probably April. Yeah. Yep. I was the one that did the arrest. So. Yeah. Hey, if you're able to look at my reports too, you may be able to just go back to this year. I'm not going to have tons of them, especially not going to have too many 923s, and you'll probably be able to find it on there. Hi, brother. Thanks. All right, bye. I'm sorry about that. I had an officer call me with a question.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I said,
but I mean,
dialogue's great.